Well, hey guys, I just spent the most amazing weekend at the Thrive Life headquarters in American Fork, Utah, for the Thrive Life Leadership Conference. Now, I've been to leadership conferences before, and they were always just basically classes that Thrive gave us, that the corporate gave us, that were just more advanced training classes than the beginning classes that they have at convention. But this one was totally different. That Thrive didn't tell us anything. They asked us the whole time. They just asked us. There were only 24 of us there, silver and above. So it was real intimate. It was a wonderful time. All of my friends. It was amazing. But everybody that was there were people that were well experienced in the business and building their teams and building their business. So what Thrive did this time, instead of just giving us classes, they actually broke us down into groups, into workshops, and threw out some questions of some problems and some issues, I guess, and let us discuss the solutions to those. And it was amazing because all of the corporate people, all of the executives, president, everybody, they were all just sitting there taking notes, and they didn't even participate in our discussion. We all discussed the solutions to these problems, and they were all just taking notes. And at one point, it was really amazing. Eric Morgan, he's the president, he said, "Wow, I'm an outsider." And what he meant was, you guys have experience in the field with boots on the ground. We don't have that. We need that. And he said, "I'm an outsider listening to you guys discuss all of these things." I was so excited to hear that kind of an attitude coming out of corporate, that they want to learn from us. They want to improve the company based on our input. It was really amazing. We spent 2 days doing that. But also during the course of the whole thing, they made quite a few major announcements that you're going to want to hear. This is really exciting. The first announcement, the big, huge announcement that you'll probably get excited about, is they are bringing back basically they didn't call it this, but the free food program. Thrive Life consultants used to be able to earn free food based on their sales. I mean, we can still get some free food for when you're starting out with the fast track. But now they're bringing back free food for everybody, and here's how it works. Every time you make a new sale, not a recurring sale, a new sale to a new customer, either a delivery sale or a one-time sale, you're going to earn 10% of that sale in Thrive credit. 10%, an additional 10%. So if you sign up a new delivery customer and they place a $100 order, you're going to earn 10% in commissions on that, or higher if you have more volume. Plus, you're going to earn 10% in free food on that as well. It'll go into a Thrive credit, and that Thrive credit expires in 90 days, so you need to make sure you use it. But this is very exciting. New customers, new sales, new customers only, not recurring. So if you have a delivery customer who orders every month, you don't earn it from that, just the first time. But when I first became a consultant, we had free food program that was a little different, but the same basic thing. And Elizabeth and I, we got to the point where we couldn't take any more free food. We have probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years worth of free food, and our biggest problem then was trying to figure out where to store it. And so I'm very excited that they're bringing this back, because you guys, especially you new people who don't have a whole lot of inventory yet because you've just signed up. Now, obviously, it's not going to work unless you're actually working the business. But as you begin to work the business and you begin to make sales, you're going to be able to stock your daily use pantry. You're going to be able to stock your long-term pantry. You can even use those Thrive credits as for giveaway incentives and things like that. And so this is really, really exciting to me that they've brought this back again. They also announced some new products that are going to be introduced in the convention in July. They had them there for us to try. We're not allowed to say what they are, but I'm telling you, they're good, they're exciting, and if you are when you are at the convention in July, they'll have the full lineup there of the new products. You'll be able to try them, taste them, you'll be able to get them and take them home. So you don't want to miss the July convention, because new products introduced and a whole lot more is also going to be going on there. They are also making some fairly major improvements to the front part of the website, and just in making it more user friendly. And they had the mock-up of what they're doing, and they walked us through all the changes, and I think they're really good. So I think that the changes to the website should be happening by the end of this month, by the end of May. At least that's what they told us. Now, something else that is really exciting to me as well. Steve Palmer was there. He's the CEO and one of the founders. You don't see his face often. He's behind the scenes, but they have been working diligently for years toward what I'm about to tell you. And this is just, I am so excited about this. First of all, he talked a little bit about the company and about the growth, and we have seen phenomenal growth. And he had a chart there where it showed the growth every year. And in 2020, believe it or not, they actually doubled their sales in 2020. But overall, they've shown a 30% growth rate on average every year, and that is pretty phenomenal. And so they are now beginning to look out and see about expansion. There's major expansion going on with the company. I have already told you, I believe, that they purchased Mercer Foods in Modesto, California a few months back. This is a very large, well-established, 40-year-old freeze-dried company that services institutions and companies like Starbucks and Pepsi and things like that. So they don't compete with Thrive Life food in a can to your customers. But they have acquired Mercer Foods, and Mercer Foods is now part of the Thrive Foods family. And so now the overall company, umbrella company, is just called Thrive Foods. And then Thrive Life will be the multi-level division of Thrive Foods. So that is giving them a lot of great resources. Mercer Foods has 40 years of experience of a supply chain, and Thrive is going to be able to gain a lot from the experience of Mercer as far as the supply chain and being able to introduce or being able to find the food that we need to be able to, to freeze dry. But the most major thing that I'm so excited about is Mercer Foods. The acquisition of Mercer Foods is just the beginning. Within the next couple of years, and there's not just a pipe dream, they're actively working on doing this. Within the next couple of years, they're going to open several more facilities across the United States, either new freeze drying plants or a warehouse where it can be locally stockpiled. Like, for instance, if they open a warehouse in Georgia, then when they make the stuff in Utah, they can ship it to the warehouse in Georgia and store it there, so that if somebody in the South purchases something, it'll be there in a day or two instead of taking a week or more to get there. But they're talking about opening several other facilities across the United States, either warehouses or new freeze dryer facilities. They didn't really specify which one, but that's very exciting to me. But then the most exciting thing, and I've been hammering on them for years and requesting that they do this, because on my YouTube channel I get probably at least a half a dozen requests a week from people they say things like, I live in Australia, is Thrive Life available in Australia? Or, why can't I get Thrive Life in the UK? I want this. And I've been talking to Eric Morgan and Jason Norton about that for years. Well, guess what they're doing? I'm so excited. They're actively working on expanding into Europe, into South America, and into Australia. Now, this is going to take several years, because it's not just going to be a matter of them manufacturing here and then shipping the product overseas. That's too expensive. The shipping would make it phenomenally expensive and nobody could buy it. what they're doing, talking about doing, is actually opening facilities in these other continents, where manufacturing facilities where they would actually manufacture, they would actually freeze dry the food right there in Europe so that they could distribute it there. And I know that many of you have never been overseas. You don't know anybody overseas, and that might not mean a whole lot to you because you don't have that reach to be able to sponsor. But for anybody who's doing anything on social media, Facebook, YouTube, and I know there are many in my team who are now starting to do that, we have a worldwide reach, and I am so excited about being able to start to build a team in the UK or in Germany or in Australia or somewhere in Bolivia, South America, something like that. So I've been asking for this for a long time, and it's happening. Now, it's going to take several years because they're actually going to have to either buy or build facilities overseas to be able to do the freeze drying. But this is not, like I said, this is not just an idle dream. They're actually going over there and looking at places and talking to people, and of course there's an awful lot of legal red tape as well. But so that's the big news. That's the huge news. Basically, the free food and expansion into other places in the United States and especially into overseas. So I hope you get as excited about this as I am. I mean, I am just over the moon excited about what's happening. And every time I go to any kind of an event like this at Thrive Life, I come away so fired up, so excited about the business. And I'm telling you, I want to put in a plug once again for the convention in July, the end of July. I'm telling you, you will come away fired up. You will come away knowing all of the executives and all of the consultant leaders. You'll feel like a part of a team instead of a lone ranger. It'll help you get the vision for what Thrive really is all about. So I know there's obviously expense to that, but consider doing it. It could completely change your business. And there are so many consultants that I hear say, I didn't go to convention for the first 2 years that I was a consultant, and now I never miss one. I wish I had started going earlier. So there you have it. Get on the train, man. This is exciting. It's going to be a great ride. Now, a great ride. It's going to be a great ride. Get on board.